Soon you'll be able to do any multiplication, whether it's 2 times 7.
14.
Very good. Or 13 times 379.
4,927.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, yes. I love to read.
Yes.
Get it. Bitch, I thought we were gonna steal a bus. Bitch, she really got the bus and whipping the piss out of it. Whipping the piss. You know,
Us. There was a Chanel number 4, but she got meningitis. She was like, I'm sick, I have to go home. And I was like, no, stay. But she went home anyway, and then she died.
Well, Mr. Styles, yes, I do have a lot of hobbies and talents. I love to sing, dance, and I do gymnastics. Those are my 3 favorite things. Yeah, I'm just like kind of like a normal girl.
Denial is a river in Egypt. Your husband is gay.
one thing about me that you should know, today is the death date of my grandmother. She died at 555.
What about it?
Chill, I'm talking. If you can't let me speak, I will mute you, or you can get off my live. I don't care what following or who you are.
You can mute me.
Yeah, right, because you talking too much and you ain't listening enough.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Did you know you can't feel your tongue when you smile? Got you! Oh, look how cute you are smiling.
Oh, you're so beautiful too.
It's nice to be nice. Your driver could be LGBTQ. Your tailor could be LGBT.
I mean, how amazing is it to be here performing at Walt Disney World on Christmas?
In November 2019, a disease called COVID will be discovered in Wuhan, China, and it will spread quickly and cause a worldwide pandemic, ending the lives of over 6 million people and affecting everyone's day-to-day lives, causing recession in the economy.
So it's really exciting. Well, it's amazing.
She is a bitch. B-I-C-T-H.
Put y'all seatbelts on. Psh, YOLO.
This was just really unforgivable in my books.
I know I'm pretty, but like, I'm not cocky about it. I'm just humble, and people are jealous of that, and they just sometimes wish they could be me. And
okay, here's the deal. Switch off your phones, finish your conversations. Yeah, that does mean you two in the middle row. Yeah, I It's time to free your imagination.
I need a break. My feet hurt. Well, is it our fault you wore high heels on a hiking trip? At least I try to look feminine.
What about you being built like a bus driver?
What about you being built like the bus?
I kill wherever I please, and none can stop me.
I'm sorry.
Hey!
What is this place?
They did her dirty, LMAO.
Oh, look at the bangs on you, my bitch. Not the bang. The bang. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me. Oh god, this is just too pathetic.
Cal, what up?
Yeah, someone's gonna be right with you. Sup, Dora?
So this is
That is a Filipino child.
These gay nerds committed what they called the perfect crime.
what the God damn! Tell us what you really feel.
That's just not okay to say to anybody. It's just so wrong and disgusting.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's not okay though, it's not. You know, on Roblox.
What was that?
That we miss you, and we're looking for you. And Steffi P from biology is pregnant.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, she says that she's not, but she's like totally wearing sweaters in May.
Tell us how you've been helping to spread the word about Janelle's disappearance. I know.
Daily affirmation. I do not recognize who I was a month ago and barely remember what I had for dinner last night, so I refuse to be held accountable for the crimes or the petty vengeful acts that I've committed. I will not be associated with someone I don't know or remember.
Shh, don't bother me. I'm having enrichment time in my enclosure.
Nice to meet you. All I want is my driver's license. Get in the car. Are you ready for it? Yeah. Oh my god! No! My bad. Drive straight ahead. Okay. I'm anxious and nothing can help. What was I saying? Run. Yeah. I can't even parallel park. It's gonna be alright.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh snap.
Oh my god. You won't break my heart. All I did was try my best. Okay, lady, put your hand left. Go. You gotta go round and round. Hang on now. I got this.
1 hour later.
Got my license. Yes, I did. Yes, really? Yes.
I want to thank my amazing parents and my best friends, all of the fans.
Where is your seatbelt? I'm sorry. No! Break.
If someone has OCD and they have intrusive thoughts, and those intrusive thoughts are racist, that doesn't mean that that person is racist. OCD is so misunderstood. I think unintentionally, the most gatekept disorder is OCD because those who suffer from OCD understand. Like, have you heard the phrase, people who are crazy don't think that they're crazy? People with OCD know they're crazy. And that's a new, like, sort of hell to live in, where you're fully aware that you're fucking insane, but you have to play it off like you're not. And I know I sound like a Joker stan Reddit poster right now, but, like, that's genuinely how it is. You have evil, vile, disgusting, horrible thoughts. And I'm gonna be so fucking for real with you guys right now. These are not just little thoughts. Sometimes they come with urges, arousal, feelings. And I am very much on thin ice with TikTok guidelines, but it is bad. You know, like P words, those adults who like non-adults, people with OCD will sometimes get a little feeling when they look at a kid because they had a thought that just popped up in their head, and they had no control over this thought showing up. But that thought, gave them a feeling, and now they're like, oh my God, am I attracted to, I can't tell anybody this because what the fuck is wrong with me? I'm disgusting. I am awful. I can't believe I ever thought this. I can never go around children again. I have to stay away from kids. I actually have to get away from the nearest school district. I have kids. I can't be around my own kids. That's how that shit plays out. And I feel like I'm acting like so dramatic right now, but I'm angry. So I'm letting myself. Same thing with race. You are a white person. You see a black person. You have this thought and this feeling. Let's say you have a thought about like, I don't know, a slur. You think of a slur and then you have a feeling of like fear. And then you're like, why am I scared of this black man? Like, I'm not afraid of black people, but like racists are afraid of black people. Am I racist? Oh my God, what do? I have to not tell anybody about this. And the reason I'm upset is because a TikToker who is white posted that she has racist, oh my God, she has racist, intrusive thoughts, and then all these other black creators started dogpiling on her, being like, why would you post this on the internet? Like, this is why people with OCD, this is why no one knows shit about OCD, because no one with OCD talks about it. Because if we talked about it, we would be sent away and put down. Trust me, the people with OCD are so ashamed of their thoughts that you don't have to worry about it. They hate themselves. And those intrusive thoughts are racist. That doesn't mean that that person is racist. That video is a great primer on OCD intrusive thoughts and how they work. I really recommend that you watch it. I wanted to address kind of the most common reaction to this whole thing, which is people saying, why are you posting about this on the internet? The least you can do is keep this to yourself. There are a lot of answers to that question, but the biggest one I think is very simple. People with OCD are 10 times more likely than the general population to commit suicide. Contrary to popular belief, when that happens, it is not because their room is too clean or they're tired of making their socks match. 90% of the time, it's because they suffer from severe intrusive thoughts that have convinced them they are an irredeemably evil person, a pedophile, an abuser, a racist. These thoughts exist to oppose your actual belief system. People with OCD are tortured by these thoughts and they're forced to hear them against their will. And because these thoughts are designed to attack your value system, the more anti-racist work you do, the more you care about racial justice, the more educated you become, the more likely you actually are to be tortured by racial intrusive thoughts. A lot of people of color with OCD have these thoughts for exactly that reason. If you don't know what OCD is because nobody talks about these symptoms and you don't know what's wrong with you, it is genuinely one of the most isolating and terrifying experiences in the world. And I'm really not exaggerating when I say that finding out what OCD was through the internet genuinely saved my life. So there's like an immense material value to making viral videos that succinctly explain the stigmatized symptoms of OCD. OCD is one of the mental illnesses for which awareness work is actually materially useful, which is why I find it so ironic and so unfortunate that it's also one of the mental illnesses for which awareness is seemingly not welcome. And to be clear, I completely understand people of color being made uncomfortable by these discussions, being hurt or triggered by these discussions. To hear that somebody is having negative intrusive thoughts about you is scary, whether it be racial thoughts, misogynist thoughts, violent thoughts. And it's totally okay to set boundaries both in real life and online. It's totally okay to block that person or to block me if these conversations are triggering or upsetting. I also completely understand people of color having legitimate concerns because white people have a long history of using the label of mental illness to excuse legitimate racism. I hope that the videos that have stemmed from this discussion have answered those questions. I do want to note that I have seen a lot of critical comments that are not from people of color. They're from white people who are essentially patting themselves on the back on how non-racist they are because they don't have OCD. And what is not okay and what is not constructive is ignoring decades of established medical science to publicly label someone evil and deserving of mass punishment, something that their brain is already telling them every second of every day because they talked publicly about an extremely stigmatized illness. Mental illness in real life is vulgar, it is terrible, it is destructive, it is socially unacceptable, it is morally complex. And I think it's very convenient for people to build a politic around mental illness in which they pretend that that isn't true, but it is.